Okay, cool. All right. Hey, guys. We're so glad that you're joining us for this first one. This one's going to be a little bit of an intro, and then we're going to go over some of the basics of what the next 12 weeks are going to look like and just how we're going to help you guys get into action. So what matters is that you guys are here. This is a group, like we said before, we want you all to be committed because we want to help you reach your goals. And so I know that we all have a bunch of different things going on in life, and we can even see we have different backgrounds and all of that. That's okay if you have a kid on your lap, or if you're just in from a walk or the pool or whatever, that is great. We just want you here. If you're not able to make one, just let whoever invited you, whether it was me, Hannah, Kelsey, or someone else, know. And we'll just write that down and make sure that you get the replay so that you don't miss anything and that you can keep right in line with us the whole time. So the reason that we're doing this, the vision with it, we know the big word is hustle and heart. But behind that, as we mentioned, in the Rose Society, we kind of noticed that it was working really well in the education group, where we're getting to provide people with just the basics of how to use their products and basics on oil safety and all of that. And then in the Rose Society, it's been awesome to expose more and more people to the fact that Young Living offers the opportunity for freedom and the opportunity for abundance. But we felt like we were kind of missing that piece where we can all come together and really, really reach for our goals and make things happen and hustle together. So this is where it's going to happen during this 3-month committed period, because we all have goals. They range a whole lot in here, and that's great. We can find people to pair up with and make those goals happen with. But the big thing is that we want action to happen, and we want it to happen more quickly. We all know, since we're in here, we know that if we're consistent with Young Living, that we are going to have just amazing results with it. But why not have those results faster? Because I know that, for one, we want more people to get healthy, have oils in their home, but also, I mean, I just think through all of you guys and the things that you want and the things that are on your heart, whether it's a mom wanting to be home with their babies, or you want more time with your husband, grandparents wanting to see their grandkids more, being stressed by work, just all of those things where we have dreams and we want to change them. So let's make those dreams happen even faster. I wrote down a little quote that I really liked, and it is: a dream written down with a date becomes a goal broken down into steps becomes a plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. So we all have those dreams. We want to dream to goal to plan, which is what is going to make those dreams happen. So that's what our group is about. To get started, I know a lot of us know each other from Facebook. We've seen each other's names and profile pictures, but we'll just real quick, you can unmute yourself. We'll go around and just say hello and let me know for fun what the last Young Living product you used was. So whether it was an oil or if you just got done washing your dinner dishes with the Thieves dish soap. So
I'm Jamie. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Perfect. We just used Thieves dish soap actually I used it on my lettuce. That's what I had. I washed it.
Oh.
So yeah.
Awesome.
Great.
Cool.
There's kind of a delay. Sorry. I don't know if you just asked me a question.
Oh, sure.
I'm Hannah, and I just used the sunscreen because I just hopped out of the pool, and I did not get burned.
Yay!
I'm Alyssa, and I just used Deep Relief, and I was actually just showing Hannah's mom Deep Relief. So yeah, fun.
Okay, I'll go. I'm Kelsey, and I just put Transformation and Excite in my diffuser, and it smells so good.
Ooh.
I'm Samantha, and I recently used lavender for touch, and then lavender plus stress relief in my diffuser for yoga.
Awesome.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, it's Jillian. I'm only on the phone version because I can't figure out the rest. But the last thing I used was the Thieves hand soap.
Yay!
I'm Hannah Stoller, and I just used Thieves Hand Soap and Deep Relief for migraine.
Are you feeling better?
Actually, yes, I am.
Good.
Well, I can go. I'm Kristen, and the last one I just used was lavender and cedarwood in all of my kids' bedrooms because we're hoping bedtime's going to come early tonight.
Yay.
wonder if my hand.
I don't think I put.
Hi, Molly.
Hi, sorry. I don't know how to do this.
You're fine.
I used Gentle Baby on Hudson this afternoon because he was having a freak out. So that was
Aw,
nice.
sweet
Now, how
husband.
do I get out of this? Like, how do I switch the camera again?
Oh, like flip it around?
Yeah, or not raise my hand.
Oh, you're good. Here, I can just turn you back off if you want. I can.
Thank you, Kelsey.
You're good.
Oh, there's Jillian.
I figured it out.
Yay.
Did we get everybody?
Amy,
I'm-
Nina, Jess, you guys, Caitlin, you gotta go.
I'm Caitlin. I was telling Kelsey about this. When I have to ice my incision on my neck, I get a little nauseated. So I've been putting a drop of Aroma Ease on the tan towel that it's wrapped in. And so then that's been helping. And then it helps when I have to lay down and go to sleep too. So it's been really good.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Amy.
Oh, do I just talk? Is that what I'm supposed to do here? I'm Jessica, and I put RC in my son's bath earlier because he's a little congested. So hopefully that helps.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Who said that? No, you're good. We hear you.
Hi.
So I just use the insect repellent because my kids are getting ready to go out by a fire.
Good idea.
Hi. I'm squishing me. And now I am muting.
Okay, Amy, I nominate you to go now.
Hi, I'm Amy, and I just used spearmint in my diffuser this afternoon.
My favorite. I see Hannah Vasquez in here.
I'm sorry, my computer is like being crazy. What are we doing?
Just say hi. Tell us who you are and what the last thing you used was, Young Living Wise.
Oh, I'm actually drinking Thieves tea. So yeah, I guess that's the last thing I used. I'm here from Florida, so.
Awesome. Hi, Amanda.
Hey.
Are you just tuning in?
Yeah, my bad. I was talking to my neighbor.
You're okay. Yeah. Just say hello and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm in Georgia. Last thing I used was actually peppermint and spearmint and lemongrass all together. I made some pain lotions.
Cool. Oh yeah, I saw your picture online. Awesome. Did we
I think
get everybody?
I think we have everyone. And Kelly, her audio isn't working, but more than likely she just used Joy, something emotional, because she loves those oils.
Okay. Awesome. Well, we did that quick intro so we could see each other, hear each other. We're going to be seeing each other's faces once a week for the next 12 weeks. So it'll be fun to be together. I'll go ahead and pass it over to Kelsey now, who's going to dig into the actual stuff.
Cool. Okay, so we're going to keep moving because we're going to be done right at 8 every time.
Mhm.
So if you guys didn't get a chance yet, this paper is called the Plan and Partner Sheet, and I just uploaded it at like 7 into our Hustle and Heart Facebook group. So if you are able to look at it now, great. If you can't, just I'll talk about it, and then you can look at it when we're done, and it'll make more sense. But basically this is just going to be like a nice little sheet for us to just stay intentional, stay focused. It really goes over the 3 basic things that are going to grow your business, which is holding classes or getting like the products in front of people, following up with people, whether that's new people or people that came to classes or people that just joined and want to know more about things, and then raising up leaders. So that's kind of what the sheet goes over. And what we're going to do is we're going to partner up with people in this group, and we'll talk about how to do that a little bit later. And then you guys will all, including us, will all fill out the sheet, and we'll check in with each other once a week with your partner and just kind of continue to like keep moving, because we all know like we have grand intentions, especially, well, I don't know if you guys are like this, but I am. And then life just happens and things get busy. And that's the great part about having your own business, is you can make it flexible and do whatever you need to do with the way your schedule is. But we want to like really see movement. I know that's why all of us are here. And so this is going to help us with that consistency piece, and so that we're being consistent in the things that are going to move us forward. So really quick, I'll just run through it, and then we'll keep talking more about this all the time in this group. So the first part is about classes. Well, at the top, those are my favorite quotes, so I had to put them on there. So read them and be inspired. But my favorite one is, never want it more than you work for it. So I want it really bad, so I'm going to work for it really bad. Hopefully your guys are going to do that too. But the first part is classes. So it just has blanks for you to schedule your classes. And our goal is to schedule 4 classes a month. And yeah, that can seem overwhelming. But if you break it down, that's just 2 hours a week, which is 8 hours a month. And you're probably spending tons more hours than that at your other job. And I know a lot of us are working at this business to get a lot of freedom. So just something to think about. This is a place for us to go for. It's not like you're going to fail if you don't get 4 classes. It's just a nice place to aim for. So there's a place to write all those dates down. And then the second part is just setting some business benchmark goals. So like, how much do you want your OGV to grow? If you're shooting for executive, you probably want it to grow, towards 4,000. If you're shooting for silver, look at those numbers. And then it also breaks it down into legs. So how much do you want your specific legs underneath you to grow? And it also has a place for you to write down what legs you're focusing. It just helps you kind of make a strategy that makes sense with where you're wanting to be. And it has a place for you to talk or to write down the leaders you really want to focus on. And there's a little part that just talks about how we can't get anywhere in this business alone. So all of us have awesome teams that we're working with, and just continuing to link arms with those people and run for it together. And then so that leads into the third part, which is raising leaders. So it just gives us some really basic ways to pour into our leaders, such as like going through some of the training videos in our Rose Society group together, or helping them get their first class scheduled and teaching it. I know a lot of you guys are already doing that with your leaders, helping them go through different online classes or whatever it is. So there's a place for that. And then on the back, you've got some follow-up goals. There's a place to set business hours. Again, we're all just fitting this into the nooks and crannies of our life, but sometimes it's nice to say, on Monday, I'm going to sit down for an hour and I'm going to work on X, Y, Z. And then there's a reflection part at the end that you guys can look at. I'm not going to read it to you because I was hated when people did that in college, but this is the sheet that we're going to fill out every month, and it's just a nice way to partner up with someone and hold each other accountable to continuing to grow. The top of it recommends filling it out by the 25th of every month, but obviously we didn't get there in June because we just started. So I thought we could try to fill it out by Friday and connect with our partner by Friday. And we're going to post more about that in the Facebook group and have a place for you guys to partner up if you aren't able to do that offline. So I'll post a little bit more about that later, but just make sure you check this out tonight and kind of look through it. This was adapted from Game Plan. How many of you guys, raise your hand, did the Game Plan group? Cool. And if you don't know what that is, it's just a book that another Young Living Diamond wrote, and it just was kind of a strategy guide on growing your business. And some of us did that with the Mermaids group. So I adapted this from her, but I made it fit a little bit more of like our team style. So we're going to go for it and see what happens. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Hannah so we stay on track. That way we have time for questions at the end. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what setting goals looks like and what we're even going to, where we're even going to go with this new Heart and Hustle group.
You sped through that, Kelsey.
Sorry, I didn't want to like read every word to you guys because I know that you guys are smart and can read. So hopefully it wasn't too fast.
No, that's good. Do you want to talk real quick before I switch gears slightly about the partners and like maybe how to do that?
Yeah. So I think what I was planning on doing is posting in the Hustle and Heart group, and you guys can just find partners within this group. If there's somebody that you already are like, that you know, it's totally fine if you want to partner up with them, like send them a Facebook message, but there'll be a place where you can post, this is my partner, and we'll celebrate for you. And then if you need a partner, comment there too, and we'll make sure that we help you hook up with someone. And then you'll be responsible for getting, like, if you guys want to share and text and share your cell phone number, if you want to do Facebook messaging, but you guys can kind of figure out how you best want to communicate. And then that's when you'll start sharing your sheet with each other by this Friday. Does that work okay?
Yeah, and partners, they don't have to be someone who is on your team or anything like that. It has been like super beneficial. An example is me and Kelsey are both legs under Hannah. And so we're not connected in that way, but Crossline, it's been so awesome to have a relationship with Kelsey. And we're both kind of on the same level, like running towards the same goal at the same time. So it's fun that we're both reaching for gold right now, and we can encourage each other in that. So if you find people who are reaching for the same things as you, that's really beneficial.
Yes.
So every time that we gather in here on our Sunday night live, we want to bring y'all some value. So tonight I wanted to talk about setting goals and kind of what I do at the very beginning of the month so that I can set myself up for success and not just be shooting in the dark. And, you know, the second week of July come and then I'm like, oh, what am I doing this month? So how many people set goals for June and did not hit all of them? Yes. Okay. So I just want to start there and begin by saying, me too, but I was really encouraged because I had a lofty goal for June. It was my Platinum in 5 month. And so I was running for it as fast as I could, but it did not get there. And that's okay because I am so much further than I would have been if I didn't set that really high goal for myself. So I just wanted to share that because in Hustle and Heart, we're going to be hustling our little booties off for 12 weeks. And so we're probably going to be shooting for some big goals. And if you make it or if you don't make it, that's okay because you're going to have so much momentum, so much of like a solid foundation built that you're going to get it really soon after if you don't hit it by the end of your 12 months. So be encouraged in setting your goals high and then falling just short of them. Like that's not a failure. And I know that took me some time to understand. So just a little bit of encouragement for you guys there. So what I want you to do is in the next day or two, or maybe even tonight, since you're kind of already thinking about it, is to think about what is your big goal for the end of Hustle and Heart. So we're going to be doing this for 12 weeks. So it'll end sometime in September near the end. So what is your thing that you're like shooting for? Is it the next rank? Is it a specific number on your paycheck? Is it to be able to provide a vacation for your family? Whatever it is, I want you to think big because we have 12 weeks to work for this. And that's a long time, you guys. So think big, and then I want you to write it down. And I want you to either tell your partner, tell your spouse, tell whoever you want, like shout it out there because the more people who know, the more real it's going to be and the harder you're going to work for it. And then what we're going to do is from that big goal at the end of 12 weeks is to break it down into monthly goals. So if your big goal at the end of this group is to hit silver, what can you do in month 3? What are you going to do in month 2? And then what are you going to do at this month right now to get you closer to your month 2 goal, to get you closer to your month 3 goal, to get you closer to your end of Hustle and Heart goal? So the sheet that Kelsey has designed for us is going to be really helpful in doing that and helping you create your monthly goal. But just to kind of think of it backwards this way so that you can start planning your first month so that you're on track to continue hitting your big goal. Does that make sense? So I wanted to share what to think through when you're setting your goals. Okay, so you guys might have heard this. I think I heard it in college at some point, maybe in like a health class or something. But if you're setting a goal for yourself, you want to make sure that it's SMART. Okay, so this is an acronym. If you have like a notepad or something, you want to take notes. S stands for specific. M stands for measurable. A stands for attainable. R stands for relevant. And T stands for timely. So I'll go over all of those. Specific is like the who, what, when, where, why of your goal. So this is something that you can define as much as possible. Put, I want to be silver by September, the end of September. Why, for whatever your why is, or whatever it is for your goal. I'm just giving you examples. But how are you going to get there? Thank you. And yeah, if there's anything holding you back from that, so something that's going to, that you want to pay attention to like nip that in the bud. Okay, so something that is measurable is how are you going to get from here to there? So I'm going to get to silver by setting aside 30 minutes every day to reach out to 3 new people, to build into 1 new leader, to focus on new team members and follow up. So something that you can track. Does that make sense? The third one is attainable. How are you going to attain this goal? Is it something that is reasonable to be reached? Like, I want to be diamond by September. Okay, you could do that. I'm not going to tell you that you can't, but make it attainable, make it reasonable, make it all your other goals line up so that you can do that. Okay, R stands for relevant. So is the goal worthwhile and will it meet your needs? And is it consistent with the other standards that you have set up along the way? And then last is timely. So set a specific timeline for how you want to create these goals. So if you're doing that for the very end of September, then work your way backwards. If you want to hit silver, I'm just going to keep going with the same thing, then you're probably going to want to host 4 classes a month. You know, like the sheet says, you're going to want to invest in at least 2 builders every month. You're going to want to work on your essential rewards percentage, like how many people on your team are feeling the transition of getting toxins out of their house and changing their lifestyle. You're going to want to just touch base with everyone on your team. People who are wanting to share for the first time, walking alongside of them, helping them to gain confidence in their stories and how to reach out to others for the first time. And then also focusing on who your legs are. So strategic placement, which we'll talk about, how to just build your team to have the maximum capacity for success, if that makes sense. So what I want y'all to do is to, again, think about what your main goal is, and then make big steps for the month to work backwards, and then break that into a weekly goal, because weekly goals are where you can really measure. On Monday, I'm going to reach out to 3 people that have been interested in the kit and haven't gotten it yet. On Tuesday, I'm going to follow up with all of my new members and share essential rewards with them. On Wednesday, I'm going to partner up with somebody who said that they wanted to host a class and get that on the schedule and share with them how they can invite. On Thursday, I'm going to, whatever, fill in the blank. You know, you get my drift. And then do the same on Friday. And then accomplishing every week will set you up for your month, will set you up for the end of Hustle and Heart. So that is your homework. And if you need help with that, I know that I would love to help with that. Anyone in your upline who's on that would, I'm going to volunteer you, love to help with that. And yeah, let's just dream big, you guys, because I know you all have big plans, big goals. You want to change the world one drop of oil at a time. So let's be intentional and do some amazing things, because I have to tell you, the fall is astounding growth for Young Living. So whatever we do now is going to just set us up for like skyrocketed success in the fall. So that's why we wanted to do Hustle and Heart now, while it's a little bit of a calm season, so that in the fall you can be set and ready to go.
But it's not calm because we have makeup now.
True. Very, very true.
Is it okay if I say something?
Yep, I'm done.
Okay. So a couple of things I thought of while Hannah was talking. This Facebook group is like all of us running together. So like you guys can post if something's really working great, or if like something you're stuck on, like this is just going to be our community to all run together and work together, and all of us have ideas that can feed into other people and all of that. Right after this call, because we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, not even that, I will post the partner feed, and if you have your partners, go ahead and comment them below, or if you need one, whatever. And then if you would love to share, I'm going to post also a place where you can share your goals. I know it can be scary, but it's also a huge step towards accomplishing them if you can say them out loud or type them out loud. So we'll do both of those things right after this call. Is there anything else, Kimber or Hannah, we want to touch on before we're going to be done with our goal early? Good?
I don't have anything. Yep.
Okay, awesome. I'm so excited. We have to do one thing before we end. Everyone needs to look up here, and I'm going to take a picture. Don't worry, your heads are like this small, so it's fine. Okay, everybody smile. Ready? Yay. I'm so excited. Okay, we love you guys. It's going to be an amazing 3 months. I can't wait to see what happens. We will talk to you next Sunday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.